session. Hello, hello, hello. Working out the quirks, but we're here. I'll wait for people to show up. Are you here? We're going to meditate. We're going to talk and then we're going to meditate. How are you doing? What's going on? It's Thursday, February 13th. I'm glad that you're here. Light some candles if you have candles. Good afternoon. Glad that you're here. This is a collective and committed group. Lighting the candles now, roses. Good, good, good. Okay. All right. Beautiful people. There's beautiful people here. I hope you've been getting some spiritual nourishment out of the Off the Ledge vids every day, every morning. You can watch it afterwards if you happen to miss it. I understand that most people are going through like waves of terror mixed with waves of, okay, I'm better now, that kind of a feeling. So who amongst us can relate to that? Going from, you know, like, oh my gosh, I'm completely terrified to, all right, I'm just going to be in the moment and feel okay. I want you to know that evil needs to scare us. That's what it does. It's a good start to your day, Off the Ledge. Good. And it's also, the Off the Ledge videos are actually helping me to keep my commitment to read one of these every day. And I hope you guys get, good, you're good. I hope you guys get this book. Excuse me. All right. A large range of emotions, yes. Then you get righteously angry. Good. If you have PTSD, you might want to try emotional freedom tapping, EFT. You can find that online. Evil needs you scared. I always think of Zelensky. I always think of the Ukrainians, and I always think of Zelensky when Putin attacked Ukraine and the rest of the world, the allies, were saying, we can help you get out of there. We can help you get out of there. We'll send a car. We'll help you get out of there, Zelensky. And what did he say? He said, I don't need a ride. I need weapons. That's not that we're going to be wielding weapons, but I think you get my point. We either cave in or we go, right? Amanda Lamatangen is saying that EFT helped her. I always think of Ukraine, and that's why I have Navalny here. I always think of Navalny. I always think of the people who are so courageous that showed us how to have courage. And Navalny went to his death with his courage, and I really consider him an actual saint that went right into it and just said, you know, our truth is greater. Truth needs to be stood for. So in the face of, I mean, I know somebody mentioned in the chat last night, I think it might have been Darren. There you are. You Reiki. Oh, you Reiki. Good for you. Yes. Yes. Darren, I think you were saying last night that, you know, think of Gaza, the people of Gaza, think of the people of Ukraine. So this is peanuts compared to that, right? I mean, I know it's very, very, very scary. And I know we have reasons to be very, very concerned. But we can make it through this. we can make it through this as long as we keep our heads on straight. And I'm presently working on an article, another Substack. Please check out my Substacks. I'm working on an article about the need for us to not be in pessimism. So let's just do a little exercise and check yourself, and let's just ask yourself, close your eyes, and this isn't the meditation, it's just a little exercise. We'll do the meditation at the 15-minute mark. Go within and ask yourself, what's been terrifying you the most? And once you have that firmly in your mind, what's been terrifying you the most? Imagine these words: love is greater. And imagine that terrifying scenario just dissolving. Love is greater. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Love is greater. Truth is stronger. And when we get together and we meditate, and I'm really pleased to see that after I upload these videos from Thursday night, we have hundreds of people that do the meditation. And that's a big deal. If you've ever had a time in your life where circumstances seemed insurmountable and totally challenging. Sandy burst out laughing when you did that little exercise. That's great. When things were really, they looked like they wouldn't get better, and then they did. We can do that. A lot of things can happen that can just dispel the damage. All right. So my article that I'm writing right now is about that. It's about, are we having pessimism, or are we speaking in optimistic terms? That's why I mentioned what Zelensky said. I don't need a ride, I need weapons. I need help fighting back this fascism. And in my article, which I will let you know when it's done, and please subscribe to my Substack, Annette Substack, and be a paid subscriber if you can. It supports the work. That George Washington, when he took on King George's military, our founding father, General Washington, if you read any documentaries about the Revolutionary War, you'll be shaking your head going, no way, how did that ever happen? How did they win? And I really believe it was the conviction that they had that men and women, well, at that time things were a little different, but all people are created equal, and freedom is our birthright. And it was such a huge idea. And those huge ideas, when we're all holding those huge ideas in our mind, and we hold on to that, like we take a stand, we hold an idea and an ideal in our minds of what is possible. And it's really important to think about what we've seen that is possible, so we kind of have a frame of reference. It's like we need to look at the evidence, right? And I'm here to remind you, too, that when Kamala Harris was on the campaign trail, we saw real America. We saw America show up for democracy. And then this big lie got thrown into the works, right? And Elon cheated, and Putin has been after us for as long as I can remember. Khrushchev was before that. But let's believe in miracles. We have to believe that miracles are possible. And we have to look at that miracles have happened. All right, so I encourage us all to just focus on the optimism. And the optimism is contagious. You left a message for Mike Johnson today. Yes, and definitely do your activism. Tomorrow at PNN, I'll let you know of some more leads that I have on organizations that are getting together. I guess Adam Kinzinger had a really big meeting today. So think about all the people that are saying, no way, no way. We're not doing fascism, no way. Think about all the people that are saying, no way. Is anybody here still watching mainstream media? I'm just curious. So, all right. So if you have good news, put it up there. What we saw, it was so good and it was so filled with light and it was so joyful and so enthusiastic and so fun with the Harris and Walz campaign. Those people did not... Yeah, we're not doing fascism, right? No way. Those people did not disappear. We didn't disintegrate. Amanda wants to know, can someone please explain why Elon cannot just be arrested? We'll look into that. Come back tomorrow night. We'll look into that. This is a great country. This is an awesome country that has awesome people. And if we want to show that to the rest of the world, and we will, we have to decide to be visible to the rest of the world. And we're kind of doing that. We're kind of doing that on YouTube because there are people here from Canada. People pop in from the UK. I know that because someone ordered a mug from the UK. Keep your eye on the prize that the truth comes out. And recognize that we had a choice in November. And if we weren't attacked by Russia and Elon at the behest of Trump, we had a choice between heaven and hell. And so now we're experiencing the hell and the crime, but that doesn't win. Canada's not liking Trump right now. Let's be clear about that. It's not that Canada doesn't like us right now. I know you're joking. If you want to get your Kamala mug, it's a great affirmation. They're selling like hotcakes. Go to psychicannetdion.com. Love to all the Canadians in the chat. So, as you know, we just chat for 15 minutes, and then at 15 minutes, we will go right into a guided meditation. Okay, and your mugs say Canada's not for sale. I like it. Tina, did you order a mug? These are free if you get a reading, if you get a big, long reading. If you want, these aren't dishwasher safe, just so you know. Okay, let's get ready to meditate. I don't have my phone here, so we might go overtime for my timer. All right, does anybody have anything that they need to say before we've got a minute and a half before we jump into the meditation? Somebody put something really, really optimistic and beautiful in the chat, and then we'll get started with our meditation. Ready? Beautiful and optimistic. How about this? We're guided by angels. We're guided by angels. Rainbows. I like it. Rainbows. Excellent. Oh, you're now watching. Wow, Michael's got a 46-inch plasma TV. Nice. Everything is okay. Always know that everything is okay and that we're together. And thank you. And please hit the thumbs up while you're here. We have a half of a minute. There's a beautiful sky today. Yeah, nice. It got a little warmer here. Okay, we ready? So when you're ready, make sure you won't be disturbed by your pets or anything. Your devices are off. And we are going to meditate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All is well. Close your eyes and take a deep centering breath. You know how to do this now. You breathe in as deeply as you can and you hold it as long as you can. And then make a longer exhalation than the inhalation. And do that 2 more times. A long inhalation at your own pace, but make it a really long inhalation and hold it. And an even longer exhalation. And 1 more time, a long inhalation and hold it, and an even longer exhalation. And just settle in, feel your body relaxing. Mentally give your body permission to relax. And notice places in your body that you tend to clench and hold on, that you may not even realize that you have tension there. And then just allow your body, allow all those tense spots to just release and let go. And just sit comfortably with your palms up, maybe on your lap with your palms up. Maybe on your thighs. Make sure your hands are open and relaxed. And imagine right now that you are being given the message that there is love here for you that you have not received. And if you think you've received universal love that's available to you, know that there's even more. So just sitting quietly in a state of receptivity, feel the presence of all the love that's available to you all the time. And now as you bring your awareness to it, you say to yourself, I'm open to receiving all the love that's available to me. Even the love that I think is limited, I'm finding it's unlimited. And imagine that you're like a sponge absorbing the love and feeling that love moving into your body, into your cells, into every aspect of your being. And now imagine that above your head, about 5 feet, is a bright ball of light that looks just like the sun. And it's shining its rays of light down upon you. So you're being bathed by loving universal energy and bathed by this beautiful divine light shining all over you and moving into your cells. And if you are feeling a little bit low energy or a little bit not happy, this is healed right now in this moment by the light and the love. Allow that light to permeate your entire being. And now imagine the room that you're in is becoming infused with light and this loving vibration. And just allow yourself to be in that without feeling a need to move or think. Just be in that light and that love, receiving. Now, using your imagination, imagine the light continues to flow. And imagine that positive thoughts emanating from you. Create streams of light energy coming from you. And imagine those positive energies coming from you as tendrils of light that are leaving from your crown chakra. Streams of light that are coming from you and out through the crown chakra and going into the stratosphere and meeting up with other light beings, other humans who are working for the light. They're also sending streams of light, unconsciously they're sending streams of light up into the stratosphere with you. And all this light and all this love and all this high vibrational frequency energy is meeting up in the stratosphere. And these strands of light that are leaving from the crown of your head and moving up into the stratosphere do not grow dimmer, they grow brighter the more light streams you're sending out, forming a film like a haze, like a cloud up in the stratosphere, a very high vibrational frequency light. It's infinite light. It does not grow dimmer when you send out more of it. It grows brighter. And now imagine that this layer of light energy in the stratosphere, that is the energy of all those who are meditating and praying together or individually. This is an infinite energy. It can't be destroyed. And this energy is being generated more and more, the more hatred and violence that we see on the planet, the more cruelty that's happening on the planet, the more corruption and greed and horrible things on the planet, the brighter the light grows. So bring into your awareness that for every dark deed and action, the light counters it by getting more sharply brilliant, and the light cannot be destroyed, but the dark can. And now imagine this infinite cloud of light moving down from the stratosphere closer to the earth. And see if you can imagine different scenarios, it's up to you, where evil needs to be dispelled, at the minimum neutralized, and that Spirit knows, the divine knows how to do this. Your job is simply to direct the light. So we know who the evildoers are. We know very well who they are. So bring any one of them to mind. And when you imagine them, some may be appointees that were grossly unqualified for the positions that they have been appointed to. Imagine this really strong light moving into where they are. And you can visualize a cloud of light coming over them wherever they may be. And this light creates an energy that renders them ineffective in doing the job of implanting evil. So let's just go into the silence, and we can imagine different people that need to be stopped. from all the damage they're planning, all the cruelty. Imagine this light moving into wherever they are, whatever space they may be in. You don't have to know exactly. And dispelling the darkness and destroying and neutralizing the evil so that they can do no more harm. Feel it. We know there are too many to name. You can do this during the week also. Remind yourself of that. Whenever you think of them, think of the intensity of this light. Whenever you hear a terrible story about terrible things that they're doing, remember this light, this high frequency vibration, and mentally get quiet and send the light there that stops them from being able to perpetrate evil deeds. And let's temporarily relax our focus. Know that this works. And bring your focus to your breathing, the gentle sensation of the breath as it moves in and out. And now imagine that there's a blank screen in front of you, about 5 feet in front of you. There's a blank screen just like a movie screen. And imagine that as you're watching what happens on this movie screen, you recognize that you're connected to it and you are a part of it. And imagine on this blank screen, you start to see pictures of millions upon millions upon millions of Americans taken to the streets. You start to see pictures of democracy crawling back and taking hold. You see pictures of our allies overjoyed that evil has been destroyed. You feel the feeling of victory as you're watching scenes on this mental screen of people who will not back down, of the American people saying, "We will not back down. We are showing up and we will not stop showing up. We are taking our democracy back." Feel the tenacity, feel the determination, feel the unity, feel the feeling if you've ever been part of an exciting protest march. Feel the feeling of the collective together. And now imagine you're seeing a vision of people all over America overthrowing this fascist attempt to take over our country. It has been up to us. We know it's been up to us. We see the end of Putin. We see the toppling of dictatorships and fascist regimes. We see our generations and future generations living in a world that's environmentally conscious, that signs peace treaties, where love and light and healing prevail. We don't have to expect that it happens 100%, but a majority of the time with a majority of the people. We realize our collective power and energy, and we claim it now, and you're watching it on this mental screen, and you are feeling yourself from your heart center connecting to this. And as you connect to it, you are dissolving any amount of cynicism or doubt or fear. It's simply gone. It is right that we win the battle. There are large shoulders that we stand on of those who have gone before us. The light always wins. Love always wins. We cannot be defeated. We are united as one country and one beautiful world. We see our allies holding us through these challenges. We see people that are real and true and divinely guided, leading the way. And imagine now that the picture on the screen fades and it's replaced by a picture of planet Earth, and you notice that there's a cloud of beautiful light surrounding the Earth. And now you can relax your vision. Bring your focus back to the breathing, the gentle sensation of the breath moving in and out. And just for a few moments, feel yourself peaceful. Feel yourself in the presence of the divine, blanketed by the divine. And remind yourself that wherever you go, you hold this light within you. And without even saying a word, people you encounter, even if it's not in person but virtually, people you encounter, feel your light. And when they're in your presence, they feel their hope restored. And that is what is so. We allow this meditation to continue as though it's on a time release, never stopping, never fading. All is well and good, and we are connected and united and strong forever for the highest good of all. I'll count up from 5 to 1. When you're ready, you can open your eyes or you can continue with the meditation. Thank you for meditating with us. 5, 4, 3, 2, remaining centered. And at the count of 1, if you'd like to, you can open your eyes. Namaste.